Creamy, garlicky, herby mushrooms on toasted bread ticks all the right boxes. And the best part is that it's vegan as well. So the next time you want to cook up something vegan and amazing, try this mushroom toast at home. Hi everyone, I'm Aru from Arubakes and this is how I made this mushroom toast. I cut up the mushroom into thick slices. I'm using button mushroom today, but this can be made with any of your favorite mushroom varieties. Simply wash off any dirt from the button mushrooms first and then get rid of any of the excess water before slicing this. Mushroom tends to retain a lot of excess moisture, so try not to add too much water to it. Once the mushroom is sliced up, set this aside and then chop up a whole bulb of garlic. Garlic really elevates the flavor of mushrooms, so we're going heavy on the garlic for this. Use a sharp knife and slice the garlic as thin as possible. And then finally chop up some parsley. Not the stalks, just the leafy bits. If you don't have any parsley, use coriander. Coriander would work well for this dish as well. We just need the herbs to bring in a bit of freshness right at the end. And that's really all the prep you need to make for this dish. Get a pan heating on medium. Make sure it's nice and hot before going in with the mushrooms. Don't put the mushrooms into a cold pan. You want to almost shock it with the heat, otherwise you will find it releasing just so much liquid. When cooking mushroom, don't put any oil in the pan. The mushroom will just soak up all the oil and you'll end up having to add unnecessary amounts of oil or butter. Instead, just add the mushroom to a very hot pan and stir immediately and get it cooking. After a few minutes, you'll see the mushroom starting to release some water. Keep stirring until almost all the water has evaporated. Only then do we season the mushrooms. Add a generous pinch of salt and some chili flakes and stir this in. The chili flakes will bring a bit of heat to this otherwise very creamy dish. Once that's mixed through and all the water has evaporated, then move the mushrooms to the side of the pan and add a dash of oil in the middle. Go in with the chopped garlic. Let this cook for a few minutes until it starts to soften and then mix it through with the rest of the mushrooms. Cook this for about 5 minutes more, stirring occasionally until the mushrooms start getting a bit of a golden brown color to it. And then go in with the coconut cream. Add about 2 tablespoons of coconut cream, stir that in and then add about another tablespoon or 2 more. And then add half a cup of water. Stir, reduce the heat down to low and let that simmer away until most of that coconut gravy has reduced down to a thick cream-like texture. Now you can always just use some cooking cream instead of coconut cream for this if you like, but the coconut cream brings in a creaminess to this dish while still keeping it vegan. At this point, taste and season. Since this is a fairly creamy dish, I added a pinch more of chili flakes because I wanted a little bit more of heat. Kill the heat and then finally finish this off with those chopped herbs. 10 to 15 minutes and it's ready to eat, you guys. Now, simply toast up some bread. The first time I had this, I had it on some toasted sourdough, which was phenomenal. Today though, we are just using some store-bought ciabatta. Slice it in half and then toast it on a pan on a stove with a drizzle of olive oil. I always prefer toasting bread like this over using a toaster. And then spoon on that creamy, herby, garlicky mushroom on top. This mushroom toast was perfect light lunch or snack. It comes together in a matter of minutes and it's so packed full of flavor. I love the way the heat of the chili cuts through the creaminess of that coconut and it paired so well with the crunch of that toasted bread. You know the drill, guys. Please hit that like button and try this mushroom toast out at home. Thanks for watching. Bye.